मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य मआणिस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन अहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। अस्ति भाति प्रियं रूपं नाम चेत्यांशपञ्चकम् आद्यत्रयं ब्रह्मरूपं जगद्रूपं ततोद्वयम् खवायवग्निजलोर्विषु देवतिर्यं नरादिषु अभिन्ना सच्चिदानन्दाः विद्यते रूपनामनि विद्यते रूपनामनि। Every object has got 5 aspects. First 3 belongs to Brahman and other 2 belongs to world. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, they belong to Brahman. Isness, awareness, dearness or happiness. Whereas name and form, they are property of world. Now he says that Asti is very clear, I exist or any object exists. But not only that object exists, I am aware of its existence. So Bhati has to be there. So I am and I know that I am. And third thing is, which is very difficult in fact to understand, that I am of the nature of bliss. This bliss aspect is not very clear, or we don't accept that. We feel that to get happiness, we have to go to world. We have to contact world. We have to indulge in the world. Then only there will be joy, happiness. So suddenly when Vedanta say, no, you are happiness, people are all not happy with that. We don't believe that I am of the nature of happiness. I can see that when I watch TV, then I am happy. And when I don't watch TV, I am not happy. So, happiness belongs to TV. That is the property of or characteristic of any object. When I eat some sweets, then only I am happy. So, our general understanding is that happiness is the dharma. Dharma means characteristic, quality, property, guna. It is of object. Happiness is there in object. Now you have already done so much, so now you know that this law is actually wrong, rule is wrong. Object cannot give same happiness to all of us. Once upon a time, that toy used to give me so much happiness. Without that, I couldn't live. But now, on your 50th birthday, somebody packs, nice packing with that plastic car. No, you used to love so much. I remember I am your friend, so I brought it, if somebody says. I will feel insulted. Plastic car? If real car, if you would have brought, then it's a different thing. So point is, now that toy cannot give me any happiness. I am not aware of it. I don't remember that. Not that I am hating that, but I am free from likes and dislike for that object. Totally indifferent. But in childhood, I couldn't sleep without that. People hold on the children and they sleep. So it's a very famous, simple example. Balastavat krida sakta, tarunastavat taruni sakta. Our object keep on changing as we grow, as the situation changes. This air conditioner, air con we call, or air condition. It is so nice, during this hot season. But somebody says, now in winter also you have to use. No, don't want to look at it there. So same thing becomes object of unhappiness or suffering or sorrow. So they say, Vyabhichari means changing. In Sanskrit it is word. The happiness is not always there. It depends on where are you, how are you, what is your age, what is your position. According to that, we can say that this object gives happiness or unhappiness. So it is all relative. Everything is relative here. That's why Swamiji says, your uncle, aunt, everything, they are all relative, they are not absolutes. In relation with something, not that always you will be nephew or always you will be. Earlier you were something else, next birth. Yes, in this life you have got some relationship. So when we analyze, then we come to know that happiness cannot be the guna or dharma of object, Now only there are two things in this world. One is object, other is subject. So if happiness is not there in object, then it must be in subject. It is known as law of remainder, Parishesh Nyaya. It is called Parishesh Nyaya. If happiness is not in A, then it has to be in B. Because that is the only thing remaining. So, with this logical analysis, this Priyam is proved that I am of the nature of happiness. Now, more logics, more reasoning have been given. Why I say that I am of the nature of bliss? Because, you must have heard this, I love myself the most. I love myself the most. My love for myself is unconditional, is not relative, is not temporary, it is not changing, it is always there. The question is, why I love myself? Because happiness is there. We love those things which give me happiness. If happiness was not there, then we would not have loved. Love is directly proportional to happiness. More happiness, more love. In the object, we love, but slowly that love goes away. Because that happiness diminishes, slowly. Gurudev used to give the example. First gulab jamun give you maximum happiness. Then second, third, slowly, then a third, I don't want to see. Law of diminishing value, But in case of self, about myself, if I look at myself, always I love myself. It shows that, or it proves that I should be of the nature of happiness. Otherwise, I would not have loved. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. I love other things also for sake of myself. It looks very, I'd say, dry and very kathor, that, but it is fact. I love myself the most. Though I say I love you, I love you because I love myself the most. It is a very strange thing. You give me happiness, that's why I love you. Achha, now about our love for ourselves is not conditioned by time or space. Other things I may love today, tomorrow I may not. But myself always, no, I love on Ekadashi maximum. Then on Sunday I love myself the most, then Monday I don't love. Nobody says. When I am healthy, then I love myself. When I am not healthy, no. When I am sick, that time also I love myself. It's very interesting. But we never think in this way. Taken for granted that happiness is not there inside, it also. And that's why running after that. That's why that Kabir Das ji says, Moko kaha dhoonde re bande. Where are you searching for happiness? It is within you. So, aham apriyah kadachit na bhavati. I never become, object of dislike. I always love myself. So, there must be priyata, priyam. And if I discover this, then, there is no need of any object, dependency will go away. That's why the Kabir Das ji say, Man lago mero yaar fakiri mein, jo sukh pao Ram bhajan mein, so sukh nahi amiri mein. Means, once I get happiness in myself, I don't need any money or power or position. And it is very good also financially. If happiness, I don't have to spend anything. Otherwise, just for a momentary happiness, how much we spend. People go to different countries, and just for a moment they say, wow, and over, chalo, come back to home. For a wow, they go Switzerland and other places. I am not saying we should not enjoy that, but the thing is, we should remember this also. So, asti, bhati, priyam. Actually, simple thing. Outside, a lot of, objects of enjoyments are there. But if my mood is not there, so forget about Atma. If my mind is upset, then I cannot enjoy. It means happiness completely depends on within your inside, inner things. They say, in our house, everything is there. Tea set, TV set, sofa set, but all are upset. Everybody is upset with other person. But if mind is in better state, then, everybody is happy. So, we don't actually observe ourselves or think. Our scriptures, they guide us. They say, Arey, just see what is the source of happiness. So, asti, bhati, priyam. So, I am of the nature of happiness. Anandam. Many people, they believe that God is there. But they don't say that God is source of happiness. They say, yes, we like God, we love God, but for happiness we have to go to world only. In English, the word usage is that God-fearing person. Means, actually, this is not right word, in fact. God is not something to be scared of. But I accept God, that is reality and all that, but for happiness, I need all sense objects. Similarly, I accept that I am consciousness, I am existence, but again, 1 hour lecture of Vedanta is okay, but for happiness, I have to drink tea and coffee unless. That's why the Gurudev's quotation, who says there is no happiness in coffee? But the other side of cup, it is temporary. So, if we want permanent happiness, then we should read all this. Otherwise, life is going on. So, asti bhati priyam. Acha. Now, asti bhati priyam is not only within, but without also. Just now it has said. Now, here one more very important point is said, that inside or within, consciousness is sitting as illuminator. We have seen Drig, Drashta, illuminator. And outside, same reality is sitting as substratum. So, inside we experience as illuminator and outside it is substratum. And with the example of dream, we can easily understand. one who is illuminator of the dream, the same entity is substratum of dream or not? I am seeing that dream, so I am illuminating, okay? And whole dream world is seen on me only, so I am the substratum. So drashta and adhishtan, they say. Seer and illuminator and substratum. It is same, and that is asti bhati priyam. Now this asti bhati priyam, it doesn't have any name or form or nothing, because that belong to world. Existence doesn't have any name. Actually, just for the sake of teaching, discussing, we said existence. That's why in Viveka Chudamani, very famous verse is there. You must have heard that. Jati niti kulagotra duragam nama rupa guna dosha varjitam desha kala vishayati vartiyat brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. Just meditate, think of Atman, which is Brahman, and which is free from name, form, caste, creed, color, space, time. These are all conditioning. They are not there. Nameless, formless, birthless, deathless. So, asti, only asti, that's all. And in case of, if we make it subjective, then it becomes asmi. Asti means is, and asmi means I am that. That's why they say, paroksha jnana is what? Brahma asti. Brahman is. And aparoksha jnana is Brahma asmi. Aparoksha means direct realization. I am that. So it is aparoksha. And indirect knowledge is what? Yes, isness, asti. Brahman is there. But when it becomes me, then aparoksha, brahmasmi. Actually, there are two types of veiling, two types of covering, let's say. One technical term I am using. One is called asatva padak avaran. What is it? Asatva padak. And other is abhana padak avaran. Now, what is the meaning? Asatva padak and abhana padak. Asatva padak means when I don't accept the existence of Brahman or Atma. When veiling is so much, so thick that I negate, I deny its existence. So that avaran is called asatva padak. But when I come to satsang and slowly listen to all the lectures, Vedanta, then that avaran goes away. Because logically they have proved that yes, there is one existence. Now next avaran is what? Abhana padak. Though it is there, but I don't feel that it is me. I am not aware of it. Bhan means what? Awareness. Abhana. Now I am not atheist. I don't say that it is not there, but I don't experience it. I don't feel that it is me. So, abhana padak. But more and more we listen then and practice Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, then I become very sure that yes, that is me. Bhan happens, bhan. Like this, God is. I know that God is, but I don't experience it. See, all those believers, they say God is. This is called astikta, believing. But when I become bhakta, devotee, then not only I believe in its existence, but I feel directly experience. So God is my father, mother, everything. I can see with open eyes that He is there. Like the very famous incident of Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Swami Vivekananda. When Vivekananda asks again and again, do you see God? Do you see God? Have you seen God? What Ramakrishna said, I see more clearly, than you. I see Him more clearly. So see, with so much of conviction. So that bhanam is there. So more and more we contemplate, more and more we meditate, then that avarana will go away. So here, now it is established that one thing is there which is asti bhati priyam, and that is reality, inside, outside. This is only for the sake of saying, otherwise there is no inside, outside. Same thing is there. Now it says in verse number 21 that when we look at this world, there are different beings we can see. Animal, plants, deities, different celestial beings, human beings. So now there is a difference between them. Kha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Urvi. This is the name of 5 elements. Kha means space, Vayu, air, Agni, fire, Jal, water, Urvi. Urvi means Prithvi, earth. So these are 5 elements. Then, how many types of species are there? So say Deva, deities are there. Tiryang. Tiryang means animal, whose backbone is parallel to ground. They are called as Tiryak. Parallel to ground, their backbone. They eat from like front. Then Nara, human being is straight, So Nara. So 3 yoni, 3 species. One is highest, one is other one is middle one, third is lower. So in all of them, in 5 elements, as well as in all these beings, abhinna Satchidananda. As far as Satchidananda is concerned, it is same. They say from Ant to Brahmadev. In all these beings, Satchidananda is same. A Brahma Stamba Pariyantam, they say. From a blade of grass to that Brahmadeva. Abala Vruddha, from child to old age, old person. Upsargadev. So abhinna Satchidananda. Common thing is Satchidananda. And then why they are given different name? Dev, he is Nar, he is. Because Rupa Namani Bhidyate. Difference is there in their form and their name, their qualities, their nature, their shape, size. Hundreds of things are there which are different in them. But one thing is common. Abhinna Satchidananda. So there is a Bhed. Bhed means difference. And in Sanskrit there is a definition of Bhed also. Ko nama Bheda. When can we call that there is a difference? Ko nama Bheda. So it's a Vishesho nama Bheda. Vishesh is called difference. Vishesh is called Bhed. Distinction will be there if there is a Vishesh. Vishesh means special thing. Book is different from table. Why? Because there is a vishesh. Something which is there in book is not there in table. And something which is in table is not there in book. That's why there is a difference. Are you getting this? There is something which differentiates. If that is not there, then it will be same. One wave is different from other wave. When we look at form, so form is vishesh, big wave, small wave. But when we look at water, same, avinna water. So here, bheda is there. No two things are same. Even they say, even twins also have got some difference. Only mother they understand, otherwise other people think. Even two leaves, they are not same. Some difference is there, size, shape, color. So, bhidyate rupanamani. So now fire is different from air is different from space is different from earth. So why? Because qualities are different now. Space has got word, shabda. Fire, two. Sound and touch. Air, no? And fire, sound, touch and form. Fire has got taste. Rasam is there. Have you tasted fire? Fire doesn't have it. Then that person will not be there to tell what is the taste. So like that, there are gunas. Because there is a difference in guna, that's why bhedam is there. Special thing is there. But one thing is common. Space is, air is, fire is. In Panchadashi, you will study very nicely. Vidyaranyana Swamiji brought out this part. Isness is there. So, Asti Bhati Priyam is there in all 5 elements. Acha, then from these 5 elements only all beings are created. So, Deva Tiryang. Now, how many Devatas are there? So, they say 33 crore. Now, change into million, how many million? 330 million. But actually, Koti means, you must know this. Koti means type. I think you must have heard by this time. How 33, which 33 are there? Swamiji, don't ask too much. Dvadasha Aditya, Ekadasha Rudra, Ashtavasu, and 2 Ashwini Kumar. That way it comes to 33. So, different gods are there. Sun god, Varuna Dev, Indra Dev. So, all these Devatas. But they also have same Brahman. Though they are very shining from outside, doesn't mean that their Brahman is more shining than ours. They are Asti Bhati Priya. Same. Acha, what is Tiryang? Tiryang, just now I said, animals. Parallel to ground. And Nara means human being. Now see, if you look at the shape of this plant, tree and animal and then human being, they say there is a difference in them. Trees take their food from root. So they are called as adhasrot. Have you heard this? Adhasrot. Adha means down. So they take their food from down. So their mouth is there. Then slowly they evolve. So more evolved than plant is animal. So now they take food from front. And then human being. So adhasrot, tiryaksrot and urdhasrot. Human beings are called urdhasrot. most evolved person. What do they say? Crown of creation. Standing perpendicular to the ground. Though tree is also perpendicular, but upside down. And if you look at structure of our body, then intellect is on the top. Buddhi. So Bhagavan expects that I will use some time at least. We should use this. Buddhi, then heart, and then stomach. So we must give preference to buddhi, knowledge. That is the main thing which makes us, most evolved. So, Devatiriyang Naradishu. But all of them have same Satchidananda, Abhinna Satchidananda. Difference is in name and form and other things. So in this way, again and again, this point is stressed upon, impressed upon that there is one common thing. Earlier it is said outside, inside. Then he said asti bhati. No need to say inside, outside. And then he combined Deva, Tiryanar, everybody. Space, air, fire. So now here one point we must understand, that when it is said that existence, consciousness is there in all people, all beings, all objects. So general our understanding is what, an object is there, and in that asti bhati or Satchidananda is there. So in this statement, we are committing a mistake. What mistake? If I say Satchidananda is there in tree, so now tree has become what? Substratum, Adhar, base, and in that tree, Satchidananda is there. Are you getting? So for just saying purpose we say, but here it is totally other way. In existence, consciousness, tree is there. We say that reality is all pervading, as though space is there and in space that existence is there. But actually it is the other way. In existence, space and time exist. See, it is exactly like in dream. When I say I am in dream, actually better statement will be, whole dream is in me. That is more close to truth. So, this statement are there. There are bhajans also we sing. Har vesha mein tu, har desha mein tu. You are in all space, all time, all objects. So, as though all these things are created and God entered into them. No. Because most subtle thing is Brahman, and subtle is always substratum of gross thing. There is a very interesting discussion in Upanishad comes. Atma is in body or body is in Atma? Have you heard it? Maitreyi and that. Yajnavalkya and Gargi. The discussion is very interesting. Gargi asks, now that Yajnavalkya asks, where is your body sitting? So he said, in ashram. Where is this ashram? It is on the earth. Where is this earth? Earth is in fire and all that. Where is that space? So space is in mind. Up to that point, she replies properly. Space is in mind. Where is mind? So mind is in body. She says. Then where is body? Body is in ashrams. And where is ashram? It is on the earth. Again, cause of earth is water. So, it is in the water. Like that many times, that round and round went on. Space is there in mind, because without mind we cannot perceive space. So, space is there in mind, but here she is making mistake. And generally we say, where is mind? Mind is in body. But actually, body is there in mind. It is difficult to understand, but subtle is always substrata. So that's why just the point here came that a human being, these, they are existing in substratum, and that is Satchidananda. Okay, so up to this point, actually, truth has been discussed. What is reality, what is truth? Now, from verse number 22, there is another turn and twist. And this is, now we are coming to a portion where something we have to do. So far, Siddhanta, principle has been discussed. That this is the truth of this world, truth of my life. Now, sadhana, practice. How to realize that Asti Bhati is me, or Satchidananda is me. So now he is talking about meditation. So from verse number 22 to 31, there is only one topic, and that is Samadhi. Now see, in Vedanta, in Upanishad it is said, Atma vare drashtavya, Atma vare srotavya, mantavya and nididhyasitavya. If you want to know what is truth, what is reality, you must listen. And before that is drashtavya, you must see that. Means you must experience it, realize it. Now how to realize it? Listening. Srotavya. But before Srotavya, they say we must purify our mind. With pure, peaceful, calm mind, we should listen. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Therefore, in Kathopanishad, what is said? Na virato duscharitat, na shanto na samahitaha. But whose mind is not, focused, who is not dispassionate, avirata. For him, that Atma is just, you forget about Atma. So that mind should be prepared. One Swamiji used to say, this knowledge is like a king. When king has to come, everybody first will prepare, asana, etc. Then he will walk gracefully. So Gyan is Raja. We have to create proper asanam in our mind. Then only it can sit, it can remain. In our house also, if some great person comes, what we do? We clean our, room and all that. At least outside room, outer room. We dump everything inside. And if Swami says, no, I will sit inside. No, don't go, Swami. Here you are okay. No need to go. So that asana, because he is such a great person, he should not sit in that untidy thing. Similarly, if mind is impure, full of all modifications, vikara, knowledge will not be there. So therefore, we must prepare by karma yoga, bhakti yoga. Like Gurudev used to give an example of, aeroplane. I think you must have heard. Aeroplane doesn't take off just like that. First, it runs on that runway, gets that momentum, and then smooth. Same way, the Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga creates that runway. As it gets momentum. That's why this japa, puja, they are all very, very necessary. Like if some utensil is there and it is not clean, so however much nice food you keep it, it will get spoiled. So that patra, container should be first clean. So that's why this mind. Actually, once that mind is made pure, it is actually a lifetime project. So at least at the time of Sravanam, our mind should be very pure, peaceful, free from likes and dislikes. Then you can absorb knowledge. It is not very easy to keep this mind all the time pure, but at least Sravana Kale. Then listening happened. Then now I come to know, oh, this is the truth, this is the reality. Now ignorance is removed in Sravanam. I think you must have heard this. Sravanam is so powerful, people don't, think that way. They say, what will happen just by listening? But we always say, by listening only everything happens. Listening is enlightening, We remove the ignorance by listening only. So, Sravanam should be given maximum importance. So, this is Sravan. Through Sravan only we come to know, oh, Drig is there, Dirshya is there, otherwise how can? At least after 10 days, if somebody asks, is there any text called Drig Dirshya Viveka? Yes, it is there. So, without listening, even worldly knowledge also we don't get. So, that's why they say God has given 2 years, not to listen from one end, but get maximum from outside. So, by Sravanam, ignorance is removed. Now I came to know that I am not this body or mind, I am existence, consciousness. Then what they say, you must reflect upon it. After talk, after lecture, go in solitary place and reflect upon whatever you heard. Mananam. So by Mananam what will happen? Some doubts which they rise, which they pop up during listening, they will go away. And Mananam is done, alone also or together also you can discuss. So, discussion is nothing but reflection, mananam. So, that clarifies doubts. Now, the third problem is, I know that what is truth, I have no doubt, but I don't experience it fully. Now, there are 3 statements, I don't know goes away by listening. I don't understand goes by mananam. And I don't experience, it goes away by meditation. By meditation, they say viparya goes away. Viparya means viparit bhavana, erroneous notion. That body is me, mind is me, I am an individual, finite being. So all misconceptions about myself goes away. Though I know what is the truth, but still that conviction is not made, full conviction. That is called abidance. So to get rooted in that, established in that, meditation is needed. But for Uttama Adhikari, they say, student of highest caliber, he doesn't need that meditation. While listening itself, he realizes. Like Nachiketa and Arjuna and all that. There was one great saint, Nisargadatta Maharaj. His teacher said, you are Brahman, and he said, I never doubted that. And I get so much of conviction. Of course, he must have prepared already, then only. Like for Ramana Maharshi also, he never did any Sravanam or anything. Just all the time we see he is meditating. So in previous birth, he must have done that. So for Uttam Adhikari, student who has got all qualities, 100%. Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha. One Swamiji says, we must make some dials, in mind only. Like when we travel in car, there are dials, what to say? What is that? Speedometer, petrol. So they show you, oh, now that the hand is going here, so now petrol is, so I must feel it. Same way, we must put Shama, Dhamma, Uparati. Shama is little less. Dispassion is going down, 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 down. In petrol, they say, E is there. E means what? But somebody says, E means enough, no worry. Other person says, enough to take you to trouble, It is enough for you. If you think that way, that E is enough. So these are the qualities. We must go on checking ourselves, observing. So one person who has got full, everything is 100%, then he doesn't need this chapter. Because he is always reveling in that highest. But for all of us, we should think about this meditation. So, after Sravanam, Dhyanam is there. Sravan, Manan, Nididhyasa. Because, we cannot meditate on something which is unknown, which is not known. So, first I must know on what I have to focus, how I have to think. Guruji in his commentary has given that one example. If I say, please meditate on Timbuktu, can you meditate? He has given, please meditate on Torangatau, something he has given. What is this? I must know, that. Please meditate on Swami Vivekananda. Yes, I can. But if I say, please meditate on Swami Gadbadananda, who is this Swami who is gadbad karta hai? So, the unknown thing cannot be meditated upon. So that's why listening is there. After Jnanam, Dhyanam. So therefore, having discussed in detail, it started from Rupam Dirsham Lochanam Drug and explain all the aspects, everything. Then he says, now you have to meditate. That's why in verse number 22, instruction he gives. He says, now we'll read first, Upeksha nama rupe dve Satchidananda tatparaha Samadhim sarvada kuryat Hridaye vathava bahihi Upeksha nama rupe dve Satchidananda tatparaha Samadhim sarvada kuryat Hridaye vathava bahihi. So here order is the order. Samadhim sarvada kuryat. Always meditate, always practice meditation. Samadhim sarvada kuryat. Now you have already studied chapter 6, I think, 6 of Bhagavad Gita. Now in Bhagavad Gita you must have seen all little instructions, small instructions are given. Here all that is not given. I think Vidyaranya Swamiji knows that you have already done. So he doesn't sit straight and have Shuchau Deshe Pratishtapya and all that. So here directly he says you must meditate. Now see, people have got so much of attraction for this meditation. Outside world, if you go, when they ask, Swamiji, what do you do? I say, I teach Prakaran Grantha, Tattva Bodha. No, sir, you don't teach meditation. Then I am not interested. People directly want meditation. Yoga and meditation is too much in this outside world. So many people, they go. Pranayam, yoga, meditation. Very fascinating, this stuff. But they say, before meditation, I must know. So here, after having discussed all that, now it says Samadhim Sarvada Kurya. Here, the word used is Samadhi. Here, Samadhi is used in the meaning of meditation. Actually, word is Dhyanam. Dhyana. Like in Maharshi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, Yama, Niyama, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Dhyan and Samadhi. But anyway, here just we will keep it ourselves to this word only. Samadhi means meditation. Now, Samadhi has got 3 meanings. From 3 levels. From highest level, Samadhi means Atma. Samadhi means reality, truth. Etymologically, if you see the meaning of Samadhi, Samyak Adhiyate Yasmin iti Samadhi, in which everything is absorbed, everything is merged. So that thing is called Samadhi. So Samadhi is equal to Brahman, Samadhi is equal to Atma. This is from highest world, highest standpoint. From second level, Samadhi means practice of meditation. Here it is used in that meaning, in that sense. Practice of meditation is called Samadhi. That's why the instruction that you must do Samadhi, Kuryat, is practice. Another third thing is, third level they say, abidance in Atma Tattva. Abidance forever in this Atma Tattva is also known as Samadhi. That's why they say he is always in Samadhi. Means what? Always abiding in truth. He is not forgetting its true nature. So from highest standpoint, Samadhi is Atma. Second level, it is a practice of meditation. And third is abidance. So here he says, now you must sit in proper posture and then Sarvada Kuryat. Now here one word. Sarvada Kuryat. Always meditate. Now you must have heard that when Guruji asked Pujya Gurudev, how long I should meditate? Very famous that conversation. Guruji asked Gurudev, how long I should meditate? So Gurudev said 24 hours. How can we meditate? So there he means you abide. See, abidance is possible in for 24 hours. But practice is not possible. Practice will be half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour. So always abide in that. Always remain in that state. So here he says, Samadhim sarvada kurya. Here sarvada meaning every day. That is meaning. Patanjali Maharshi says, Patanjali ji, Satu dirgha kala nairyantarena satkara sevita adrudu. For long period of time, regularly you practice. So it is called dhyanabhyas, practice of meditation. See, one is called samadhi, means abidance, and other is practice of samadhi. Gurudev always used to say, meditation is not a verb. It is a noun. If a person is always in there, it is not a verb, something to be done. But for a seeker, meditation is a verb. We have to sit and do something. Acha, now, okay. I have brought one asan. Now people, they make one meditation room also. All facilities are there, which are helpful in meditation. Some soft music also they play. And it's a nice fragrance smell is there. Everything is there. But when they sit, go to sleep. So after sitting, what we have to do? So here, just one line I will read and complete it. He said, Upeksha nama rupedve. You ignore name and form. Okay, so this is the first instruction. Upeksha nama rupedve. Don't look at name and form. Don't pay attention to name and form. And second, Satchidananda Tatpara. You should be alert towards Satchidananda. Tatpara. Fully devoted to Atma Tattva. Tatpara. Para actually means best. That Paramatma is best. That thought should be there. So I must pay attention to the best thing in this world, and that is Atman. Tadeva Paraha. Param supreme, highest, Param, Parabrahma, Param Shanti, etc. So Para means that is the highest, greatest. So pay attention to Brahman. Tatpara, the total meaning is vigilant, alert. So towards Satchidananda, I should be very, very vigilant. So while sitting in meditation, generally what happens, for us thought becomes para. And we travel with those thoughts. But here is no. Upeksha. See, in meditation, when it is said, Upeksha Nama Rupa. So I am not looking name and form which are outside, because my eyes are closed. So in meditation, which name and form I should be, I should ignore. So thoughts. Thoughts are name, thought of, person is coming, thought of thing is coming, and thought of world is coming. So that is name and form. But when I open my eyes, then there are different forms. That will come to, that point. But here, he says, when you close your eyes and sit for meditation, don't look at name and form, and don't look at thoughts. Then what should I see? Satchidananda. tatpara. And he says meditation is done within and outside, within and without. Hrudaye athava bahi. One is meditation with closed eyes, other meditation is with open eyes. So first start from within. That is easy. Outside meditation is not easy. Hrudaye athava bahi. Okay. So now more we will discuss. A very, very nice topic is. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari.